International MGTOW Day. Are you serious? Are you serious? MGTOW is full of shit. And it's a cult. It's the same as feminism. It's just with men instead of women. It's the same shit. And this Mike, the MGTOW monk guy, whatever, is full of shit. Honestly, I think men, period, are full of shit. And I'm going to explain why. And women are too, in a different way. But man, they're full of ego, pride. They're dumb, boring ass sports. You know, men, they're afraid to be human like everyone else. And that's why they view women as anti-human. They think women are some goddess or something that's hard to get, because that's how their mind works. That's why their egos are so big. It's to cover up their insecurities. This Mike, the MGTOW monk guy, comes at Steve Hoka. And Steve Hoka is actually right about a lot of things. I think Steve Hoka is still learning. And that guy, Bill, he's with, he has live. I think Bill has the most of the knowledge. You can tell he's very educated. Of course, people will say that Bill is a conspiracy theorist because he speaks on things that people don't want to talk about or are afraid to address. But that's their fucking problem. But anyway, Steve Hoka is right that at least 90% of these so-called MGTOWs are pretty much TFL in denial. And those who are not has been burned through marriage. They didn't learn through by observing female nature. And you can say I'm a MGTOW in the sense of understanding how marriage works against men and how you're better off staying single. You can say I'm MGTOW in that aspect, but that's about it. And it talks about how Steve shoots down other men and men shooting down other men. Yeah, well, that's because that's what men do, period. Let's be honest. You can say whatever you want about women, but at least they know how to stick the fuck together. And that's a fact. At least for the most part, they do. You know, these so-called MGTOWs are bitter about women. If they weren't wise enough to understand how women work, they had to keep getting burned multiple times to finally learn their lesson. They don't believe in safe sex. They don't believe in protecting themselves. They don't believe in getting to truly know a woman before you get into a serious relationship with her, or whether or not you should get into a serious relationship with her. And that's ultimately how they become bitter. And then, but yet, in the same token, they'll demonize so-called Tyrones for interacting with women, for having multiple female partners. But it's really, but I learned that that's really just their hatred for women and their bitterness. So when they see a guy with one or multiple women, and he doesn't have to be having children, he could be like a bachelor like me, hating on Tyrone, harassing him, bullying him, trying to bully him. I've been through that shit way back in high school. Even when guys even thought that I was fucking a girl back in high school, which I was not. I was, I've had sort of girlfriends in high school. I had girls that liked me, plenty in high school. But I remember being back in high school, even if I was even thought that I had a girlfriend, even thought, they would try to fuck with me. But they couldn't because they were short and minuscule and weak. So I didn't have any problems dealing with them. But yeah. So yeah, after high school, I grew out of being shy about women. I grew into my own and started doing what I wanted to do. I started fucking around. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Started living kind of fast, but still protecting myself. And that's when the whole gang stalking with me started. That's when the whole harassment, and my mother knew all along when I addressed her about it like 10 years ago. See, women can sense these things about men that men cannot sense. I've been trying to figure out, why am I getting fucked with so much? Like, why is all this going on with me? And my mother knew all along 10 years ago. I asked her, like, told about all this shit I'm going through and, just getting fucked with. Can't even have privacy, peace. Like everybody the fuck else. And my mother's like, maybe because it's, because they see you getting women like that. And I don't tell her about my life like that. I don't tell her. But see, women can sense these things. They may not have the brain of a man necessarily, or maybe smaller or whatever you say, but one thing women do have is emotional intelligence. They can sniff men's real thoughts and feelings like a dog can sniff fear. And that's why the only men that I care to even be around or feel comfortable around is other men who are around women, who have a bachelor relationship with multiple women like I do. Because I know they're not going to end up turning on me and harassing me over some females and demonizing me. So yeah, I choose to be around men. The only men I choose to be around is men who are getting women, who can get a lot of hookups. So yeah, for the past decade, I've been very leery when it comes to men. And yeah, there are female harassers too. But see, that's the feminist movement. Like I said, MGTOW feminism is really just the same thing. It's just the opposite gender. And Mike's a MGTOW monk. He can try to, debunk this video and say he got facts I don't have, all he want. But dude, I've been around the block like you, Mike the MGTOW monk. You didn't talk all this shit about Steve Hoka, but yet, like as somebody called out in the comment section, Steve Hoka's been live 3 hours and you ain't say shit to him. You ain't address him. Why can't you debate him like a man then? You internet gangster. Fuck out of here. Happy International MGTOW Day, my fucking ass. Feminism is full of shit and MGTOW is full of shit. Facts.